End of the day, and is the best price for the rest of the season. In fact, for 6 months, and we might not ever repeat this price again. Cottage Farms, if you were to say to me, we're playing, what's that game where, you say a word and then I say something in response back?
Yeah.
Okay, I probably just made that up, Katie.
No, yeah, it's a word association game.
Yeah, word association, thank you. But Cottage Farms, I think I've always thought of as roses. And I think a lot of times in our lives, particularly if you haven't grown roses in a long time, you think, well, those are fussy, I don't have that much time. Cottage Farms to the rescue with what we're sharing with you today. 4-piece deluxe rainbow miniature rose set. As I said, price goes up at the end of the day, so take another look at them and figure out how many of these you may want. Everything we have is here today. 3 easy pays at $6.65. Free shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is free when we talk about, all of the gardening that we're doing today as far as plants. And the colors can't be beat. Look how marvelous.
I know, here you go. In fact, I brought you your own little bouquet.
You're so sweet, Katie. Look.
So we've got 4 colors here. You see this orange is called Amber, and I just love that one. The lighter pink is Sonia. We've got the rainbow, which is yellow with some dustings of red on it. And then the darker one is called Raspberry, the magenta one. So you get all 4 of these.
Aren't these beautiful? The colors.
The colors
are... And a lot of times when you go, first of all, when I go to the garden center, I'm always so excited and I'm looking all around and I don't read the tag, which is, means it'll probably die because I probably bought something that I shouldn't have bought. So to have you here in your expertise, I don't think I've ever seen roses that are like this. Now, not to say that I've seen everything, but they're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous, and we call these mini roses. So the roses are small and the plants are actually compact. They're about 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide. So when you're thinking about a rose shrub or a rose, think about these more as flowering shrubs. Okay. Because they're not going to be your rose that has one tall, long stem rose sticking out on a stem, and that's all you get out of the plant. These, we've chosen these, the color obviously, a fragrance, but because they are going to be absolutely covered in these gorgeous roses.
It's a mound
of roses, and each stem is going to have 10 to 15 clusters at the end of it. Wow. So that's why we've picked these, because they are just the perfect rose. I grew up with roses. This is something that my mom grew. We've worked with roses a lot, and I kind of cut my teeth or lots of my fingers on roses, and I love roses so much. But they can be fussy, as you said. They do get pests. These are pest and disease resistant. So you won't need to be coming out here and spraying these. You won't need to be picking bugs off these. Because of the shape of the beautiful rounded shape of these, you don't need to prune them. So don't worry about that. If you want to, of course, prune them, bring some in. They'd be so beautiful in a little, bouquet like this, or in a bud vase. I would love these, but they're just going to be such a perfect flower, and only 2 feet tall. You could plant these in the front of your garden bed or in containers. In containers. So if I were planting them in containers, I would prefer to do the same color. Okay. If you're doing them by your front door, roses do like full sun. They can work in part shade, but with any rose, these included, if you put them in some part shade, they won't flower as robustly.
Okay, so more sun, the more flowers.
More sun, the better, but don't worry about it. They can handle some part shade.
So what you just said, Katie, is you like to plant them so you would get that second set, and most of you are doing exactly that. This is a 4-piece set, only quantities of the season, and that's always the hard part. Sometimes you get them home and then you go, oh, you know what, I really would love to do that mirror on both sides of my door, or on, so just do it right up front. It's under $20. It's supposed to come out at $24. That's what we were going to sell it for originally, but it's a 1 day only. And there you can see in containers and how it mounded. That's what it looks like when it comes to you, but free shipping and handling. We send it right to you. You aren't having to take that trip out, because I think, and I'm sure with you, with little ones, you have a limited amount of time that you can actually garden. And
only 2 hands. There's only 2 hands. You take your kids out to the garden center, they're pulling everything over. So that's what I love about being able to order the plants on TV. You get to see what you like, have it delivered right to your home, and then you can have your kids or your grandkids help with the planting. A friend just asked me today, actually, ironically, my daughter told me she wants to plant a rainbow in our garden. So I suggested these rainbow cone flowers, but Beth, if you are watching, check out these roses with these cone flowers.
Would that be gorgeous?
So these cone flowers love full sun, and the thing I love about these cone flowers is they also attract butterflies and our other winged friends. So, but the colors work pretty much perfectly together. I mean, it's like we planned these. Mother Nature knew what she was doing here in this case. So I really love these colors together. So if you do have, grandkids, plant them a rainbow garden. I think this would be really
cone
sweet.
flowers are up next, so we'll give you that opportunity, although the information's on the screen, so you could get started right away. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to get when we get these home. And again, you are going to get the really wonderful growing guide. So all the information, including the phone number, any questions you have, right there. What do I do when I get it out of the box? Please hold on to these. I don't, I'm not organized enough. I just throw them in an old orange crate and I just keep them, and that's a nice thing. But it will walk you right through. So if you're new at this or it's been a while, all the information is here. It tells you how to winterize it. That's why we told you to hang on to it. Weed, mulch, all that kind of important information so that you have success with it.
I love that. And we also have a different fertilizer. All the other plants in our show take the bud and flower booster, but this is a bud and flower booster for roses.
For roses.
So it's very particular. Roses, they like a little bit of a different blend. So make sure if you are picking these up, or if you have other roses, make sure you pick up this fertilizer. It would be great for them. They're going to love it. It's going to give them those strong flowers and the really strong color that you want on roses.
Well, it's like eating right. You're just
it is like
feeding your plants right. So that's what we're going to get when we come home.
This is what you're going to get, and you're going to get 4 of these, and they will be marked with the color. Now, what you see here is going to be your second season. You will definitely get flowers this year. So that's the fun part, is that this will give you flowers this year. It won't get to the full 2 feet big and tall this year, but in the second season, it will get to be that size, and then it won't grow any bigger than that. You'll just get more. The flowers will become more and more dense year after year.
Sounds like a good deal to me. $20. Get them home. Maybe this is a bill to ship to. Maybe this is an early Mother's Day present for someone who loves gardening, or you're moving into a new home. 4 pieces that you're getting here. Most of you are ordering more than one, and we can guarantee you right here, Katie, Jane, and I standing here, that you're not going to get a better price on these for the next 6 months, and you may never see a better price on these. These are beautiful roses. This is what Cottage Farms is known for. They're the grower's grower. Many times the garden centers go to Cottage Farms, their nurseries, and get the flowers that they sell you in the nurseries. We're giving you that direct opportunity. If someone is just joining us for the first time, Katie, can we start with the offer of the 4 and remind them of the colors?
Yes,
please.
We've got these great. The one that I'm holding now is called the Rainbow. It's yellow with little red edges. And then we've got next to it, we've got a light pink, which is called Sonia. On the far end, amber, which is orange, and I'm really making the camera man work down there.
Fantastic. So from the orange to ballet pink to the
rainbow, which is yellow dusted with red, and our raspberry here at the end. And these are, some roses aren't hardy. These roses are hardy down to -30. So if you live in an area, I did a show this morning with Allie Carr, who's from Minnesota, and she kept saying, will this grow in Minnesota? Will this grow in Minnesota? This will grow in Minnesota in containers. Don't worry about bringing it close to the house. These are very, very hardy, and that's what they've been bred for, is to withstand the heat. They'll take the heat of the summer. They will really thrive and grow for you.
So they'll work with the extremes. 2,000 of you now have already dialed in. We're crazy busy, which is the good news. We all have that spring spirit, so make sure that you stay on the line or go to QVC.com. It's really easy. All you have to do is just, enter that item number and then a couple of clicks, how much you want in quantity. Just remember, if you walk away now and you come back tomorrow, these are not going to be at this 1-day only price. So why spend more money when you don't have to? And then you can look forward to beautiful little bouquets. You know what, Katie, I went with my sister Karen to the Philadelphia Flower Show, and those little vases were everywhere. That seems to be like a big trend. So these would be perfect for those little vases.
I think that miniature is popular. Plus, we're getting back to not as much consumption, I think.
Beautiful.
Did I just say that?
Well, before we jump into that rainbow